Oh, my head is anointed, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of my life. Oh, sing it to me, children. Oh, gentle people, lovely people. Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday night. Welcome into the live of Trevor Science Unstoppable. You know, on a Tuesday night, usually come here and talk about a trending topic and how we can help with the situation. Tonight, we are going to talk about our children. How can we help our children to benefit from co-parenting? Now, based on the events of the last week, wait, my lipstick gotta get on here. Looks like my lipstick is fading a little bit because I'm just hurrying home from work. Oh, this is like an orange lipstick I have today, but that is fine. But anyway, welcome into the live, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming. It is Tuesday night, and this is the night when we come to do our live. We usually call red flag review, so we can talk about just about anything. Well, in light of the recent events, of which we have spoken at length about the Carter family, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and say it, and their dilemma that they have going on, we know that they're not the only ones. They're absolutely not the only couple that is going through a storm, and a storm nonetheless that might lead to divorce. So that has prompted me to come forward and say, you know, let us talk. Hey, Shani Bonnie. What's up? Yes, I'm all right. You know, me love my lipstick, Shani, man. What do you know? Me love my lipstick. If nothing else, my lipstick, yeah. Yes, guys. So, considering the gravity of the situation, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it's not mine to say either or thither, which way they go. That's their prerogative. It's not mine. But because it is a social event, it is something that can happen to any of us. It has happened to many of us. And some of us are still in the circumstance where we are being cheated on. We refuse to say a word, we refuse to get up, we refuse to leave. All of that is quite possible. But we ain't worried about that tonight. Right, Shani Bonnie? What's up? Good night, Shani Bonnie. How you doing, my love? Oh my gosh. It's always a pleasure to see you, because I hope you're having a fabulous day. Yeah. And a fabulous night. We are here talking, guys. I want you all to contribute in the chat. I want you all to talk to me. If you, I'm going to drop the link as well. So if there's anybody who wants to come up and share their experience with co-parenting, if you want to come up and share your experience with co-parenting, or just how you feel about it, you are more than welcome to come up and talk about it. Because you know, guys, that whatever I talk about over here, anything that I talk about over here, I'm always hoping and praying that somebody will learn something. Sometimes I come over here and really round up my mouth and just so so listen to Modest. Good night, Modest. How you doing? Good night, Modest. Oh, they come from outside. You say, Odie? You say, how you doing? Listen. Why should I take off my scrubs? Why? Why am I take it off? Child, please. How you doing, Modest? I hope you're having a fabulous evening. Hope you're having a fun. You're not even reaching good. You're in a only you. I don't know what am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you, Modest? Me in your face. Yes, I missed it in your face last night, But me say last night, man, me was beat. Me say last night when me come home. Last time I reach home, it was last night, this time, me not leave work yet. By the time I reach home, Modest, I was so beat. Me want come on the live, man. Me want come on the live. And me turn on it, me turn on YouTube and me see Unstoppable. I go on and I couldn't even keep up. I couldn't even keep up. All I could do is just share out the live. I just crumble. Well, that's how it happened. Yeah, me no reach home good. Me just not too long reach home. Me just reach home, have a little one-on-one with my offspring. And then me say, all right. She said, me, I got my bed now, mommy. Me say, all right, you go on to your bed. I'm gone for my life. Yeah. So you're not glad to see me, mother. You're not glad to see me in your face like blackhead. Mother, some me in our face like blackhead people. Sister Winsome, how you doing, my sweetheart? You think me in your face like blackhead too? Me I care one say me are coming down the face. Yes. Let me straighten up myself on a couch here. Yes. I'm glad to see you all, and I hope you all are glad to see me too. Yeah, tonight we are talking about how we can best help the children who are facing the prospect of two homes having to be co-parented by their divorced parents. How can we help those children to adjust to their new life? Oh, Winsome, so she gone to church. Pray for me there, Sister Winsome. Pray for me while I pray for you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, Sister Winsome, good to see you, my love. Have a good night at church. All right, guys. So, what are they? I'm never tell people I'm somebody on the live. Me a girl, Me a girl. Hold on, gentle people. All right, gentle people, I am on the live. It is Tuesday night. We are having our regular scheduled programming on a Tuesday night, and tonight we are talking about how to best help children adjust to life after divorce. Yeah, how do they adjust to the being co-parented by their divorced parents? So come on over and chat with me. Come on over and let us talk. Tell me about your experience. Tell me how it has worked for you, how it hasn't worked for you, and what do you think about this situation? All right, we are here and we are going to be talking with each other. All right, gentle people, we are here and we are talking. And I have a couple of things that I want to highlight when it comes to co-parenting. I know that out there in the media, a lot of people have lots of negative things to say. Day by day, we see fathers coming online and they are upset because mothers don't want them to see their children. We see mothers coming online. They are saying that fathers are doing things that they don't approve of, and they still got to send their children to be in the company of the other parent who they don't believe is parenting properly. And all of this we see it online all the time. Oh, my darling Georgia. Oh, sing it to me, children. Oh, Jojo, what's up? My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of my life. Oh, Joe, what's up? Good night, Jojo. How are you doing, my love? So good to see you as always. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, we are talking. We are talking tonight about the children. in light of the recent happenings in the Carters, we I don't know, some of us are looking forward to a divorce. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm leaning towards that being the imminent case. I don't know why, but that's just how I feel because because I feel so passionate about the whole event. Not that I am shocked that this person cheated because I it's been a long time since I have evicted that thought from my head or from my mind that there is a faithful man out there. I've evicted that thought a long time ago. So I'm not surprised about the cheating. Absolutely not. I'm not surprised about it. I am only disappointed. I am disappointed at the disrespect. The disrespect, it just cut me. The disrespect cut me very deeply. And based off of that, I'm thinking, well, I don't know, she would go back, but it's not for me to call. It is up to her. But what I am doing tonight, my sister Lori is in the house. Lori, what's up? What are you doing, sugar? I hope you're having a great, great, great evening, my love. Good to see you. Yes. So, guys, we are talking about how we can um, help the children. How can children benefit? Uh, No, modest. So modest, man. The part, the disrespect just hurt me. Not that the cheating isn't disrespectful, but you know, the presumptuousness of it. Just yeah, he cut me deeply, man. Actually, he cut me really deeply. I mean, just like really, the disrespect. The disrespect. I can't understand you cheat now. I can't understand. Say you cheat. You have a moment of weakness. Man, not think when them cock hard. Them do not think. Them do not think at all. Them not think. So I can't understand that men will cheat. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, think that any woman who out there looking for a man better go in with the mindset that this man might cheat, this man could cheat, this man will cheat. Don't go in there with a mindset where I go say, oh, this man is all mine and him not gonna cheat. Don't do that because when the apocalypse come, you're gonna be so devastated. They'll think the world tumbling in your head. Yes, Larry, the disrespect, my sister. Lord, the disrespect, me feel like I made the man disrespect. Jesus have mercy. At the interview, boy, me. What kind of interview that was? Una see me screen record and post. Ah, no, no, somebody's the interview, no, me say, you understand me? Oh my God. Like I me get born. No, man. Me, and that me come to talk about it, nobody. And that me come to talk about it. Me not talk about it, honestly. Me say, every born where every woman get, me feel like I me get it. me, me I feel the bond them for all I know. Jackie, 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 how are you doing, my sister? Trev, be myself. Yeah, Jackie, how you doing, my love? So good to see you, my darling. I'm so happy to see you. You were made out of shape of a people. Lord, but that's what make you do me so. Oh, oh my God, do me so about this. Oh, me dear. Oh my. You know if you do me so bad. I true man. I true man. I true there's something born me some of this. Me, I feel like All of the bun pain them, that's all the women are feeling. Me, I feel it too. My belly bottom hurt my phone now. My heart hurt my phone now. All I know all the way I get bun. And I don't know what you post. Cause me want to push me heart through this. Excuse me, guys. No, Laurie. I know you want. I know you want. What does Shani say? I'm just hurt for her, but I'm not caught up. Me don't know. Honestly, me never know if I say. Shani said, don't get me wrong. I'm not lying, Shani Barney. Yeah, women cheat too. We know that. We know that. But we know some women cheat. Women cheat, men cheat. And the cheating not the on my mind. I'm not worried about that. Because me tell you now, I've already evicted that out of my mind. Say, man, any man I go be faithful. Not my man, not your man, not for your man, that's for your man, not for no man. None of them not faithful. You hear me tell you? Not even when them in a wheelchair and sit down and carry. None of them not faithful. None of them. They're not faithful. All of them, my brother Juba. Juba, what's up? What a Jappy. Jappy, what's up? Chef, you have to balance the scale. Remember to say we are wicked man and wicked woman out there, but Joy, you know, so that is true. Me know, so there are wicked women out there. And when the time comes for me beat the woman them bad, yeah, me beat them bad, man. When the time come, the time just not come yet. I don't feel them, I don't feel them time yet. I don't feel them time yet. But so we not address the bun tonight. All right, guys, on the real the conversation. Me know how to stay now. We love the real conversation, man. That's why I look like every time I have life. Me have to go back and pick out the sense out of the live and post it. And post it differently. Because leave it up to no. No can't be a cotton tree. Every time I come for Ab Live. Jappy is a West Indies one today. Wonderful. Wonderful West Indies. It's about time. If you are the beating what they get. Yeah, Larry say me start. I never that me come to talk about, you know. When you see me come to talk about something uplifting for the children, something beneficial for the children, honestly not the real conversation. But anyway, the real or not, you know, when we come to talk, the conversation can start at A and at Z anytime. So welcome into the live, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming in. It is our regular scheduled programming on a Tuesday night where we do Red Flag Review. Tonight, we are going to be talking about how we can help the children. How can we help the children to adjust to life after divorce? When some gone at church, Jappy, she's still in the background, but she did say she was going to church. Lori, start your back up on this bun. Me not say nothing else about the bun them wanna get. At Easter time, I just need some tasty cheese. I don't know will be just fine. Don't stress on yourself about it because it will happen. Watch out, Laurie say whose children. I am talking Laurie, I'm talking about children in general because Juba, what's up, my love? How you been? How you been, my brother? So good to see you as always. Laurie, as Laurie says, whose children? What I'm talking about children in general, children who are affected by divorce, and then they have to share households, they have to share their parents, they have to switch. Jappy, is that all your name is pronounced? Cause Trevor Butcher is. I know Jappy. How you pronounce it? Jap? No, sir, Jappy. I want to your modest. Your modest are trying to change the conversation again. Cho modest man. So Laurie, I am talking about children in general. Children in general, when their parents divorce and the children have to move from one household to the next, and they have to basically survive. They have to survive between disciplines, sometimes between cultures, because they go to mommy and mommy is from one culture, and they go to daddy and daddy is from another culture. They have to sort of find that common ground and assimilate, and the children are the ones I'm worried about. Not the two grown ass people who can go find new love somewhere, new man, new woman. I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about the adults in these circumstances. No, not Auntie Trevor. Auntie Trevor, worried about the adults. If you ask me on a dark night, I'll tell you the adults be just fine. I worry about the children, but I did not have to go through that. Joseph, thank God he didn't have to go through that. And some people never have to go through it. Some people, Shadeen, what's up, my love? So good to see you. Yes, some people don't have to go through it because they were able to stay in the same household and raise their children. A lot of people wait until their children are older, young adults, before they finally decide to just throw in the towels and say to heck with it. The kids are grown now, so I'm just going to divorce now because I don't have to deal with the problems of co-parenting and the kids moving back and forth. A lot of parents just opt for that and say, you know what, I don't want the marriage here. I really don't want this marriage. I really don't want to stay. But for the sake of my children, I'm going to stay until the last one becomes an adult. And then I'm throwing in the towels and I'm out the door. And I go, I just divorced those kids. But I shouldn't laugh. But because you laugh, I laugh. But I say, I never got through that. My dad just divorced us kids too. So that just divorced everybody. We find that some people end up like that, where one parent just say, you know what? I'm done with him, I'm done with her, I'm done with her, I'm done with the pitney them as well. And they just hightail out of there. They don't come for visitations. They don't see the kids in the summer. They don't contribute to the kids' upbringing. They just up and disappear out of the former spouse's life and out of the children's life as well. No two homes, no comparing. The man just divorced the whole lot away. If just me done with lock, stock and barrel, me got about my business. You find that some men are like that. And unfortunately, some women too. So we're gonna just say some parents are like that. Some parents just decide that to heck with it. I'm not going to be going to court, always going back and forth. I'm not going to be doing this, that, the other, and the third. I'm just going to just leave everybody and go make me a new life someplace and start all the hell over. Some people are that cold. Some people are that cold. They don't want the frustration. They don't want the trouble. They don't want the heartache, the botheration. They can't be bothered. So they just up and leave. Mother say he came and drop off money. That was it. And that's not parenting. And as soon as he reach 18, he wash him hands clean. Oh my God. Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. Yes, that is some parent for you. Some parents will do that. And we find that a lot with men, where they believe that money, once they can give the children a little dollar here and dollar there, then that suffices for their presence as the parent. And they just hightail and go on about their business. So truth is, start life over. Start life. Yes, then gone. Then start life over and gone left you. And they leave the woman with the half a dozen children and her feet tied down because she has to worry about going to PTA meetings, feeding the kids every day, cooking. She ain't got no time for herself. No time whatsoever, because all of her life is revolved around the children, while him gone about him business. Gone about him business. You know, hear gunfire him. in gone about in business. And she is left with all that needs to be done for the children. She becomes the mother and the father for the children. Somebody named Desmond Smith. Good night. Who him a call prophet? Whoever you be, Desmond Smith, welcome into the life. If I know to be a prophet. Don't make me see in my dream tonight, though. Because trust me, I will tell you about it. Whatever happened between the man and the woman have nothing to do with the kids, but the kids always get hurt. The kids always get hurt. The kids are always in the middle. That is for sure. And there is no way to get away from it, because you cannot just unborn the children. Even if you regret having them for who you have them for, you can't just unborn them. You can't do anything about it. You have to find a way to deal with it. I'd rather be fatherless than live in a toxic. Exactly, Modest. I see a lot of people who come talking about I love to say people need to divorce, or people need to leave and go and move on. But the children are important, and children need both their parents and the household. Listen, we have to accept life for what it is. Shadeen said being a mother is not easy at all. No, sir, Shadeen, it's not easy. Being a mother is not easy at all. And being the mother who is left with the children, it is not easy. It can't be easy for a mother. And everybody sort of like wear this as a badge of honor to say, well, I'm the one raising me, their mother and their father. We have been left with no choice. Mother said, women need to stop staying for kids, because the children suffer when the parents' relationship is horrible. Exactly, Modest. Exactly what I say when people say, oh, they hope the two individuals we are talking about, they hope they can fix things and the children can have both parents in the household. No, that's not the only way for children to thrive. And when you have two people in the household who are cuss and a fight and a throw dirty battle and a fling back and all these things against each other, and there is no love, the children suffer. Why would you want your children to live like this? Only because you want to present yourself in front of society to say, oh, I am among the few who has both parents in my home with our children. We are just a social anomaly, you know, because everybody else is a single parent. And here we are. Yeah, you want to join that statistic, but you are also in the statistic of the most miserable people ever. See, mother said my parents' relationship traumatized me. Yes, it is traumatizing for children. I can only imagine. I could have done without that mess. Exactly. Plumber Farm is in the house. It is true. And people think they do their children a favor when they say they're staying in the relationship for the sake of the children. And the poor children are damaged worse than if you are just said, you know what, this is not going to work. I'm not going to opt for this. I'm going to move on. I suggest you do the same. And the children will be just fine. Good night, Plumber. How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming as always, my love. Hope you're having a fabulous evening. As we are over here on Traversing Unstoppable, where your journey matters. Yes, guys, we are talking about how we can help the children to thrive even after divorce. What are some of the good things? What are some of the pros of co-parenting? Who have any ideas about the pros of co-parenting? Because people jumping up and down and talking about co-parenting is a bad thing. Co-parenting is just as bad as the parents make it. Co-parenting can be beautiful if you see the beauty in it, and it can be terrible if you see the terrible in it, or you make the terrible in it. I have been co-parenting. My child is what now? 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For 7 years in total. 7 full years. 7 full years I have been co-parenting. And in the beginning, it was a little, and the only reason why in the beginning it was a little shaky for me is because my daughter, she's a girl, and I'm concerned about my little girl, where where she is, where she's sleeping at night, knowing that the other parent worked at night. And I'll be like, I know he's at work. Where is she? Who is she with? Who is caring for her? And that bothered me because you see, my baby was never without me. Yeah, and at nights when I would go to work, I know that she was at home and she was safe and she was well cared for. But now I had to worry about, where is my baby at night? I am here and he's at work. Where is she? Who's caring for her? And then she told me one time, I said, where are you? I asked her, where are you at nights when your daddy go to work? And she was like, oh, he leave me with this lady. And the lady got like 6 kids, and she put like little mats on her living room floor. My baby was only 6. She said, oh, she put like mats on her living room floor and let us sleep on the mats on the floor. Oh my God, I bawl. I said, what? So I said, what do you do? Nobody. She said, nobody will read me a bedtime story, mommy. Nobody. Oh my gosh, I cried. The pro is that both parents are there for the kids. All right. I never knew my mother until I was 21. Oh my. As a mother, you're gonna be. Yes, Lori. I was just beside myself. And I was like, oh my God. So I went back to the lawyer, and I was like, this is what she said, this is what happening. And he was like, well, they were like, well, you know what? I mean, we're not gonna seek to modify it. I said, I don't want it to be modified because I was the one who asked for it to be like that. But I wanted her to let her stay with me until he is able to have adequate arrangements for her at night when he go to work. I don't want her in people's house at the middle of the night, all night sleeping on a cot. Nobody, no other adult. They're just she and 5 more pitney sleeping in a cot in somebody living room. So I ask her what she do all night. She said she just lay down and looking at the dark. Oh my God. My soul left my body. And so when they said, okay, it is what it is, whatever, I just said, you know what? I'm not going to give myself high blood pressure. I'll cry in my hand. I will just talk to her and encourage her, like, it might be for a while, sweetheart, but it's not going to be forever. I say it's not going to be forever. Just take your time. Just make sure. I give her a cell phone. I said, keep your cell phone with you. I say, keep your cell phone with you. No matter what, let nobody take your cell phone from you. Let nobody take it away. Keep it with you. And if anybody touch you here, anybody touch you there, I just went into this mode like, don't you, because I would tell her before, but not so profoundly and not so every day, beat it in her. And I said, anybody touch you, anybody touch you there, anybody try to give you candy, don't take anything from anybody. If you are there in the house and you got to go to the bathroom, you got to make sound. If you see anybody coming close to you, you don't understand, their movements, scream, make us. I just started telling her all these things, like, and it was like just playing in my mind, like something was happening, something was gonna happen, and I just kept telling her, telling her, telling her. And oh my gosh, that was a terrible time. And then after a while, after maybe about a year or so, she started to come around, and her whole demeanor was changing, and I think the circumstances changed too, and so, but I wanted her. Mother say, Lord say, I can't imagine, girl, the pain was so much, but I had to. Mother said, me couldn't manage that. What I do? Well, I mean, I mean, the thing is, you have to sit down. The thing is, I had to think, because remember, I am all the, remember saying North Carolina, me there, no? Remember saying, no, me not have, unless I have family support or anything. It was just me and my two young kids. So me not going to work, at night and leave. I switched my whole thing because I used to work night shift. I switched and I started working the day shift so that I would be home at nights, because I had a 6-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old son. So I would leave them alone by themselves. So I stayed home at nights. And then after a while I changed. And when things got better, and my daughter adjusted. She's a trooper. Girl that can't fly with me, why she must sleep a ground? And me have bed on my yard. I tell you, Modest, that was very painful. But then to go through another round of court, and you can't keep her away because of that them want. You understand? Modest, you have to read the play, You have to read the play and make the devil get what they want. So what they want, they were trying to make the situation as difficult for me as possible, so that I could either react, so they can send me a prison, or when me react, them jump and have the judge, their friend, cut the arrangements, so that him can get custody and me end up having to pay child support. So I was reading all of the play. I was just reading into it, all of the play, and see that all of it, all of their little plots, the little plans, was to do stuff to make me go crazy, to make me do something irrational. You understand? Exactly my point. So that was what I brought up. I said, what is the point if we are supposed to be, but when he has her at night, why is he gone? And they said, well, so he got to work. He got to work. I don't have a problem with him working. But I said, when he's working at nights, I am at home. So why can't she stay with me? But anyway, it just went into, I just said, something. I just said, something. I am not arguing. I am not fighting. I say, I pray for you, my child, and I pray that you will be safe. And I cross my fingers and I cross my heart, and I hope that you remain safe. Use your cell phone. Don't call me. Put 911 on speed dial. Anybody cross you, anything happen, call the police right away. Yeah, well, if things could have happened to her, if things could have happened. You understand? So I just said, you know what? I just said, you know what? Let peace reign, and let me just hope and pray that nothing happens. Just hope and pray. Hope and pray that nothing happens. And I think as soon as As soon as they realize I'm now up and puff and run up and down a courthouse and all of the shenanigans stop. All of the shenanigans. I'm just look at that, sir. Yes, they wanted to make it as difficult for me as possible so that I could do something to make them, you know, to make them revoke the current order, and then I would end up having to either to pay child support or whatever the case was, because he was complaining that he had to be paying. He have to be paying for child care. I mean, if you help him pay for child care, I said, who helped me pay for child care? I said, nobody not help me pay for child care. I pay for child care myself. When I have to go to work a morning time, when I have to go to work in the mornings, I have to reach at work 7 o'clock. So I have to leave my house from 6 o'clock. She no leave go to school, the bus not come until 7:15. And I cannot leave her by herself. So I have to pay somebody $10 every morning. $10 every morning. So when I am leaving here at 6:15, me leave her with the neighbor, and the neighbor walk with her go to the bus stop. God bless the neighbor, because if me never have a neighbor, me no know me that manage. Well, the neighbor would have helped me. And when she come home from school at evening time, the neighbor keep her, make she do her homework and stuff for me. Until me come in and left work till 7:30. My son can come in the house and come do what he want to do. I'm a big teenager. But her, she have to stay with me neighbor where she have somebody a watch her and take good care of her. And think he put in his child in hands where he was exactly. That's one thing that I wanted to talk about. How some parents believe that they must spite the other parent with the bullshit and what them do. The crap that they do, they think they are spiting the other parent. You're not spiting no other parent. You're spiting yourself. You are ridiculous. All of them people are talk about them must stay with husband, stay with wife until Pitney reach adult age. And by the time the Pitney reach adult age, they are so scarred. They are so scarred. All the fighting, all the cussing, and everything that they have heard their parents do towards each other. By the time they are adults, they are broken adults. I don't think, I mean, because, oh yes, they are very ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're ridiculous, and it's all depend, because Modest, that it is not the same justice system across the board. It's not like say me thief one pin and you thief one pin and me and you get the same punishment because I thought we thief pin. This is not how it is in this place. It is who you are, which lawyer you hire. It a whole lot of things factor in. So the justice system in itself is not fair. But anyway, but the thing is, it might not be fair, but we can do the adjustments and modifications. Sometimes all when it hurt you down to your soul. When it hurt you down to your soul, you have to pretend. You have to put the child first. Put the child in a position where the child is not seriously affected. Because you're grown. Take your hurt. Take your hurt and put it somewhere. But don't pass it off over on the child. I don't think he would have cared if something happened. He would have find some way to blame me. If something happened to her, he would have find some way to blame me. You understand me? And all the time we say, if God forbid, and somebody did molest her, you know why I say? All the time we think he put her in the position because he wanted to create a story. If God forbid somebody did molest her when he left her people yard at night time, you know what I say? I say I'm his son. That's why I say. When you see Satan, you mean I tell you say, same like the Tidda one with that talk about the other night. Same way. Come on, me tell you no. No, but I make me talk about them, and I pick them here talk about. We now corrupt the chat where we are talking about the children, right, gentle people, when we are talking about the children. But that is true. Mm, yeah. So you have to just sometimes you just watch which and them go play so that you can cite it. So that you can cite it. Yeah. Yeah. Me know it hurt, me know it hurtful, it painful. Divorce is not easy. When you have to uproot yourself, when your lifestyle gotta change, it is not easy. And just like it is not easy for you as an adult, it is not easy for the children. Mothers, I tell you, you think are you alone, beloved? Not you alone, sweetheart. Not you alone. But what we gotta do, we gotta push forward. We gotta push forward. Yes, that's all we gotta do. So I think Laurie was the one who said the children get to be with both their parents. Yes, that is one thing. The children, the child mother said, all when she turned 18, Mr. Mothers, actually you don't know. You don't hear me say the day, the day when she turned 18, gone back to my yard in Miami. My God, my God. Because the only reason I'm still there in North Carolina because of she. The only reason. Yeah. Gone me yard, man. Gone home when me can down there with my family, them, see my grandchildren and my pick and my sister. And we can sit down and chat and me have my family. Me there so me not have nobody but Uno. And the mothers are come talk about me open on her face like blackhead. Yeah, me have open on her face. But nobody else face to open her. But see me come home from work. Oughta be me alone at the house. But I go and sleep. So oughta be me alone at the house. I walk up and down. And when me not have nothing else to do, walk up and down and eat this, eat that, and put on the weight and cry about it the next day. So I gotta come to talk to you all, gentle people. Yeah, that's it. Yes, that's what I have to in on no face. I don't have anybody else's face to be in. So yes, I have to in on no face. So guys, we're gonna go over some of the benefits, the children, the children of divorced parents can have, providing the parents provide the atmosphere for these children to thrive, as opposed to an atmosphere that is filled with fighting and quarreling and toxicity, and the poor children can't think, they can't learn at school, they can't function, they're having a hard time adjusting to their new normal because their parents will not allow it. You're gonna be and prepare for bed. Okay, my love. Okay, my love. I'm glad to see you every time, all the time. Thank you so much for coming in as usual. Yeah, you can still listen while you're bed. But it's so stress me. Lord have mercy. Yes, guys. So we are going to be talking about the pros of co-parenting. How you can help your children to survive and thrive in a situation where they have to go from house to house because their parents are divorced. So one good thing about that is that there is a continuation of care by the biological parent. Expounding on that, so when you live in a household with your parents, the two of them parent you, right? Because of a divorce, your parents shouldn't stop parenting you. So when you go with your mommy parents you. When you go with your daddy parents you. They might have a different parenting style. Their parenting styles may not be in alignment with each other. Mommy can be the disciplinarian who says, you know what, 9 o'clock is bedtime, whether it's a school night or a weekend. 9 o'clock is bedtime, end of story. And you have to go to bed at 9 o'clock when you're at mommy. And when you are a daddy, it's free for all. You don't have a set bedtime. You don't have a set time to eat. Everything is just free for all. You just do what you want. Which teenager don't like that? Yes. Sometimes you find that when children become teenagers and want to have their own way, they start to compare their parents' parenting styles, and they pick the one that they like. Usually, the one that they like is the one that has no discipline in it. If daddy met them free for all and them can stay up and watch TV and do whatever them do all night, they will love being at daddy's. Yes, they will love it. When they come home from school, they're not ask about homework. He's not involved. He's not a hands-on parent. Him just know that because of the divorce, the kids got to spend this week with me, and I know they are in the house. And that's it. They can watch all kind of movies they want to watch all night and then sleep the next day. They can go to school if they want to. They will like that. We don't want that for our children. No. We want the parenting to have some continuity to it. And I know that usually in divorces, the spouses don't talk. Don't talk. Yeah, I'm example. I'm a prime example. And I ain't ashamed to say it. I'm a prime example. We don't talk. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Absolutely nothing to talk about. If I have something to say, I text it. If you have something to say, you text me. End of story. They both do things differently, but at least both parents are contributing to the development of the child. Yes, Laurie, both parents are contributing to the development of the child, but sometimes somebody is constructively contributing and somebody else is not. Your contribution is not constructive while mine is, or vice versa. Would it be nice if both parents could come together and determine the kind of parenting style that they're going to stick to for the children? That would be nice. But we know that divorces aren't pleasant. They are not pleasant experiences. Very few people divorce peacefully, and we agree, and we still can chat and laugh or whatever. We just very few people, and you hear people come out and say, "Oh, it is so nice. They still talk and they still do it." Nice for you. Yeah, it can be nice, but there are some times when it is what it is. I'm too much of a realist to try to make things into what they are not. Me not have time for it. If me done with you, me done with you. Me not, no, no. And that one in particular, me done with like how Jesus write on the wall in me tickle up first. That's what me done. So me have nothing at all to say. And that is the end of that. But does that stop me from participating in the co-parenting of my child properly? No. It not stop me one bit. Because guess what? When it is my week to have her, it is my week. That is me going to school. If it's PTA that week, I am going that week. If she's having a recital that week, I am going that week. In my week. My week is my lunch money week. So when she's with me, I pay lunch money for that week. If she wants to go someplace, that is my responsibility financially, and all of that. Look how good it is for me now when she's not with me. When she's not with me, I don't sweat about where she's at, what she's doing. I don't call her phone to find out where you are, what you're doing, and who is taking care of you. And that is one problem that I find with us as women. For crying, for God's sake, and all things, that is good. Stop asking people about the man life. I saw one lady on TikTok, and she was saying that she questioned. She got two kids, and the two kids go with their daddy. And she said she questioned the kids when they come back about who their father was. Girl, you stressing yourself out for no reason. Stop the foolishness. Emancipate yourself. Know that when the kids go to their father, the kids go to their father. They do not carry a piece of you with them. What they do there is none of your business. Trust and believe that since you did have children with this person, under whatever circumstance, you still had children with this person. So therefore, trust and believe that when the children are gone with him, whatever him do, just trust him not go hurt them. But leave the children and them go with their father. So while their father have a man, you want him not there no more. So they must have a man. How are you going to control your house and control his house at the same time? You're crazy. You're crazy. Why would you be so preoccupied involving the children, asking the children who the man there with and what? Why? What for? What benefit is that? What benefit does that? What good does that serve? That's absolutely ridiculous. Why? Because you want to say, you want to know who might pit them their own. I mean, I want to pit them their own that the girl there. Stop the nonsense. Foolishness. Lori, exactly. Don't care. I don't even want to remember him name, me say. I don't even want to remember him name. But you see, my name in my phone as John Crow. I mean, that's it. I mean, was so embarrassed. I didn't want that. And she see the moves. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad. So I just changed. I just changed it. You understand? You know, you can find subtle ways to ease your mind, but you don't want to feel involve the kid in asking the kid questions and using the answer the kid give you to push a particular agenda. What you doing that for? No, don't do that, my sisters. Don't do that. Trust and believe that the other parent is going to care for your child in his way. But his way may not be your way, but you cannot impose your way on his way anymore because you are no longer in the same household. When you are in the same household, you can say, no, 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 John, no, 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 John, don't do that, don't do that, don't discipline the child like that, don't talk to the child like that. You can say that, but know that you are in separate household. You cannot impose what you think. Things like that proves there is still some form of exactly, Laurie. It proves that there's some form of jealousy, and now it borders on being ridiculous. It borders on stupidity. It borders on immaturity. You can't say, well, me not eat pork. And when my pitney come over here, me don't want nobody give me pitney no pork for them. No, you are trying too hard. Stressing out yourself too much. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, don't do that. When the child is with you, if you don't eat pork, then you don't eat pork, and the child don't eat pork where they are with you. When the child is with the other parent, and the parent is eating the pork, if the parent want to say, I know your mother wouldn't be happy with you eating pork, because your mother never wanted to eat pork, so me not go give you none. Then that would be, a little respectful. But if him say, well, with me, I pork, me, I cook, I eat on the feed, why you gonna kill up yourself and make you put in the pork and I not kill him? If a that you kill up yourself over, you're too idle. Yeah, I said it. That's what is going to grind your gears. You need you need a preoccupation. You need something to do. You need a hobby. Because we don't know who wastes their time and stuff like that. It don't matter. If he says if the child is with the other parent and the other parent is going on a trip or going somewhere and they have the courtesy to say to you, you know what, I am going to take the child to Tennessee, to wherever, next week. Why are you worried about who is going? And me know I'm picking going on them long drive there. Cause me afraid me don't want to be go crash. I'm just trying to find a way to exert some power over something you have no control over. Giving yourself high blood pressure for nothing at all. All you need to do is encourage your child. Wow, you're going out with your daddy. You're going to Tennessee. Enjoy yourself. Take some pictures and show me when you get back. Or something like that. But no, start this whole argument because the other parent I carry the picnic go somewhere. If the picnic inadvertently say something about the other party's new spouse, it have nothing to do with you. Mind your own business. Be worried about yourself. Worry enough about the children when they are with you, but not enough to give you high blood pressure when they are not with you. Wait until the other party calls you, texts you, or whatever, and you hear that something is wrong with the child. Then you worry. But why are you going to be preoccupying yourself with worrying that the child is not with you? So you worry about what can happen to the child and yada, 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 and going out of your way to stalk people, to see where they're going, to see what they're doing. You're crazy. You're crazy. Don't do it. Not me. My father not talking more than one time. Then I have my big sister. She do a metro. She whip me like a black. Oh God. Oh, no, Sir Joseph, come out strong tonight. Joseph. And I laugh, I'm telling me, I laugh with you. And the way you say it is so funny. Oh my gosh. But you are right, Joseph. You are right. So I'm saying to the parents, I'm saying to the mothers, mostly mothers out there always are perpetrate them kind of foolishness here. You understand? And them don't want nobody else to raise them pitney. They don't want no other woman around them pitney. That is another argument that is as ridiculous as a male dog feeding his puppies. Ridiculous, eh? Foolish. Yeah, that is ridiculous. The man a go have another woman and the woman a go be running pitney them. And even if he change woman like how him change him underwear, so oh well. He was with you and he was still changing them. So why you stress yourself over? No, don't do that. Let the children continue to live their lives. There is a difference as it's different from when they are both parents in the same household. But now that their circumstance has changed, do not make it be for the negative. Make it be what's running. Make the children get a positive experience out of it because you cannot change what you cannot change. All right. Next, the children might gain some wonderful bonus parents. I said it. Yes, you would be surprised. I've heard of people praise their stepfather, say, oh my gosh. People have compared their stepfather to their own father and are happy to say that their bonus parent, whether it be their stepfather or their stepmother, their bonus parent was like a godsend, where their bonus parents took good care of them. We know that some bonus parents are wicked because some of them end up hurting the children, harming the children. Children grow up with a lot of resentment and hatred. But there are some children who benefit immensely from getting a bonus parent. And now they have not just one mom and one dad, but they end up having a bonus mom and a bonus dad. And then more people to love them, more people to care for them. Why would that be a bad thing? That's not a bad thing. If you don't want to have anybody, I don't want to have anybody, period. So I don't have no bonus parent to give to my child. There will never be, ever be any bonus parents for her from me. But that don't mean say I'm going to say I don't want her around anybody who our other parents is with. I don't care. He could have even dealt with Jack the Ripper. I do not care. All I do, I encourage my child to understand what is supposed to happen to her and what is not supposed to happen to her. And I've given her the resources to make sure she can call for help. And I pray to God that nothing happens. That's the best I can do. Because I can't, when you want me to transform myself into a fly on the wall, into a little creature and go in her bag and go like, that's what kind of foolishness to think about what is happening when she's not with me. Because when she's not with me, I trust and believe that she is okay. She is okay. Let's move on. All right. What about the children? The children will benefit from the increased efforts of the faulty parent. What do I mean when I say that? So a child who, say a parent who is not hands-on, he or she has never been the parent who exercises the discipline and hands-on, know what the kids are doing and stuff like that. How about when they have to co-parent? All on a sudden, they are the best parent. Them, they are PTA meeting, they are cooking, they are looking at homework, they are doing so much that they never did in the marriage. They never did for the children when they were married. The children benefit, right? Because now they have their parent who is now hands-on. Now the parent is actively involved in their upbringing rather than during the marriage when that parent just go out, go to work while the kids there at school, come home, jump in a bed, go eat and jump in a bed, go sleep. They're not playing no game with the kids and not going away because, yeah, the wife I do it all the time. So they have enough time on their hands to go dabble in other things. But they are not hands-on parent. But as soon as just the divorce come, and they have to co-parent, they realize they got to wake up and smell the coffee. So now they have to be hands-on and they have to take care of the children. Children benefit, ka-ching! Children benefit again. Next, the children are going to continue to experience the love of both parents. Because they are no longer in the same household does not mean that the parents should stop loving them or should love them any less. They should continue to feel the love of both parents. And the thing is, when the kids come back each time, is a new round of excitement. It's a brand new round of excitement because the kids are really resilient. And they will be happy they don't see you for 3 days. And when they come back, they are so happy it's like they didn't see you for a month. And that excitement happens maybe twice or 3 times for the month. Of course, the kids benefit. The kids are excited, especially when they're very young, excited to come tell mommy what happened, where they were, and they're happy to come home and mommy, I miss you. Yeah, so those are some very nice feelings. So the kids benefit from that. And that's another reason why co-parenting is a good thing. Next thing, hey, talk about the free time. What? Talk about the free time. Hillary, talk about the free time that I have when I don't have the kids around me. Talk about the free time. Yes, imagine that when your child or children, when they are with their other parent, you have some free time. You can get to relax. If a nails you want to go do, you can get your nails done. If you just want to, imagine nobody to come to the door in the evening and you have to jump up, go cook, and you have to do homework, and you have to, be rushing to the school. That is your week to relax from parenting. Who wouldn't want a little relaxing week? Who wouldn't like that? People say, oh, am I picking them? I have to raise them, I have to deal with them. You don't have to be around them 24/7 for you to raise them well and for you to be a great parent. You don't have to be around them 24/7 to do that. Every time they are around you, you should exercise your ability to be a great parent to the children. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with them not being there for a week. Because when they're gone, you can find so much. I tell you, Laurie, anything you want to do. If you want to go spend time with a little spoogie and the people don't know about it, hey, you can spend time with a little spoogie, and when the child come back, all is well. There is just so much you can do. But the thing is, we are not looking for the positive. We are looking for the negative. And because of that, we cannot see the silver lining. We can't see it because all we are looking for is how we can cause trouble, how we can create problem, how we can, talk ugly and do something do something wrong, do something to create a problem. Oftentimes, that's what we look for rather than look to see the benefit that the children are getting. And oftentimes, we same one sabotage the benefits because we have ulterior motives. We are still angry. Say the two parents are in our household anymore. And we transfer all of this anger onto the poor children, and the children don't get to thrive. There's one thing I can say. My picking them thrive with co-parenting. Thrive. Yeah. Exactly, Laurie. Make your life miserable for no reason. Make your life miserable when I gotta give you opportunity to enjoy yourself, to live your life, instead of you taking that opportunity and grabbing it with both hands. You let that opportunity slip through your hands because you're too busy. You're too busy being angry. You're too busy holding on to the past. You're too busy and worry about what the man I do, who the man I do, and all that. You're too busy doing all of that to realize that God just sent you a blessing by removing this person out of your life. A time for you to go kick up foot and kick up rumpus. I'm gonna dance this your festival. You sit down there thinking of ways to cause trouble. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. So you get a lot of free time, use it. Use it to plan for the kids when they come back again next week. What y'all gonna do together? What you gonna cook? Yes. Use that time wisely. The next one. The responsibilities become shared. Imagine you live with your partner and that you alone do everything. If I have to pick them up at school, are you? If I have to drop them off at school, are you? If I have to cook the dinner, are you? If I have to do the laundry, are you? If I have to go PTA meeting, is you. If I everything, drop them a baseball game, a music practice, is you. Carry them a swim lesson, it's you. It's like you doing everything. and watch when it's co-parenting time. You know, so the break where you get, you have gotten a break, my sister. No, you don't have to be running like super mom anymore. Running, 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 drop them off at school, pick them up back, carry this one, go to lessons, carry this one. No, you don't have to do that anymore. The other parent get to be involved in the children's day-to-day life. And that, my friends, is a plus for the children. Next, the children learn to cope. It's a way for children to learn valuable coping skills. Yes. No, him have to play him part. Exactly, Laurie. No, he has to play his part. He don't have no choice. Because before, while you did a run up and down, and I drop the kids to school, pick them up, do this, do that, he is busy out there cheating and doing whatever else. Now he has no choice. He have to run left the mistress to come pick them at school. He have to carry them go to music lessons. He has to now be an active participant in the children's upbringing. And that is a good thing. The children learn to cope. Coping, having valuable coping skills is a very, very important trait for children to have. Children are resilient, but even that resilience can be tested sometimes. So the children have to learn to cope, learn to adapt to their new circumstance, their new life. But parents have to do their part in encouraging the children and helping the children to see the good in their situation. Help them to cope, help them to, it's going to help them to be able to say, well, it is what it is. This is my life. Can I tell you that since my daughter was 6 years old, we have been doing this. She spent 7 days here, 7 days there, 7 days there since she was 6. She's been doing that for the last 7 years. And in the initial stages, I gave her phone. She used to have like those calendar books that they give them at school. And she would go through that book and write every Friday. She would write, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad. Alternate Fridays, right throughout her calendar, because she would not miss. She knows. So when she went to school, and the teacher would have to ask her, who do you go with today? Because teacher not gonna run back in the office looking at court paper all the time. No, she knew exactly. She knew which. If the teacher come and say on May 1st, it's gonna be a Friday, and we are going to do X, Y, Z. My daughter can pull out her calendar and look and say, okay, on May 1st, I'm going to be with my mom. And she would come and she say, Mommy, on May 1st, I'm going to have such and such at school, and I'm going to be with you that Friday. I'm coming to you that Friday. She knows. And even until now, she will text me and say, Mom, I have band practice, I have something this day, and I know you are going to be working this day. Can we make some arrangements? And if she's not with me at the time when she's having something, most times I don't even hear about it. Most times I don't hear about it, because once she got through her calendar, she knows which parent she's going to be with. So she will just tell her other parent that she has such and such and such at school or whatever. And me not ask no question. Me not ask if him go. Me not ask if him not go. Me not ask no question. Because if he go at 6 and if he don't go at half a dozen, what me I gonna do if him not go? What me I gonna do if him go? And I mean, the dog and give him a name. I don't know of him not like showing up for anything for Raven on his week when him have her. I'm gonna investigate. I investigate. Me just know so when she's with me and she say me know so she have this, that, the other, and the third. Me know if we make arrangements to be there, to bring her there, to do that and do that. When she's not with me, unless or something like she have one big recital or something, she said, Mommy, you know something, I have one recital this day and she's not with me, I will still go. I will still go. But other than that, when she gone on my free time, me enjoy myself. you know, me not- I don't do a lot when she's gone except work. Because when she's gone, I work the night shift. Those of you who have been here for a long time, I don't know. So when she's gone, I work the night shift. But when she's here, I work day shift. So anytime you see me come home from working at the daytime, and I'm a scrubs, I don't know, say me have her. Because when she's with me, actually I only work 2 days and I work the day shift. So that I can be here, me can cook her dinner, she come home, even though them a teenager, then sit down with me. If she sit down with me today, run the table and eat, me better not look for it tomorrow. Tomorrow, she like, no ma'am. She, that teenager, I give him their room, give them their space. No, him have to play. Exactly, Laurie. Him have no choice. Him not have no choice. Him have to go to school and do PTA or whatever. No, it don't matter to me. But all I know is that she is thriving, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. School have got begin, and I should say, oh, she want to go in a music. I'm gonna say, oh, you have to go in you want to join music. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, now she have to go find music instrument to play. She said she want to play the saxophone and something. So by the time she tell me say she need to play the saxophone and she leave the next week. She leave that same weekend and gone. The next week she come back with a saxophone. I me say, wow. So you understand? It is what it is. It is what it is. The other parent do what them have to do, and you do what you have to do. Don't worry about what the other parent do. If she did come back and she never did have the saxophone, me know me don't have to buy it. But oh well, she was with him and she needed to get the saxophone and get it for a while. What? It is what it is. I mean, no say for the live together, I mean, I have to go buy it. Me know that as God up in a heaven, I would have had to go buy that saxophone. I mean, I have to buy it. But you know, see the blessing in the divorce. We have to be able to appreciate our blessings. Oftentimes, the blessings them come and we allow them to slip through our hands because we're too busy. Too busy to worry about other things when it concern us. These teenagers, Lori, I tell you, girl, this teenager here, I can't. I try do that. Do that to me one more time. And we'll never get enough of a boy like you. That's how the song go. Yeah, exactly, Lori. Yeah, I have to do. I have to do what I'm have to do. When we live together at a lunchtime, me find lunch money, me not ask no question, no nothing. Me just me just know say me go to the bank, me have to get lunch money, give them lunch money. Well now, me only get lunch money for the week where she with me. Look at that blessing. So the week she's with me, I give her lunch money. The week when she's not with me, I know my time to give lunch money. Anything that pops up, anything that pops up on the week when she's with me. So if she with me this week and she have to go on one school trip this week, I me have to pay for it. So it is almost like this a rule. It's what it is. Because she can't be with me and me I go say, oh, him for pay. Because what? No, she's with me. So when she's with me that week, I am responsible for everything that has to do with her for this week. I may not care if the week then when him know which him not have nothing extra to pay. That no concern. I have time for that nickel and diming. Oftentimes we pay too much attention to the feathers that are falling off the bird rather than the feathers that keeping the bird warm. We have to pay attention to what don't matter. So if she's with me and if every week she's with me, I have to pay for something. I pay for it and call it a day. Lord, the blessings come in disguise. Sometimes it's in the palm of our hands and we don't use it. Exactly. Exactly. The blessings right there in the palm of our hands and we don't use it because we're too busy. I look for some other way to get rid of our blessing so that we can claim so we are cursed somebody and realize ourselves we are cursed. Yeah, just take it as it is. You can nickel and dime and say, well, she was with me this week and me did have to pay $100. And last week when she was with him never did have to pay nothing. So I need to give me back $50 back. Go sit on one side. That kind of nonsense. And that kind of mindset. Stop. When the child or children are with you that week, you are responsible for any bills they incur that week. If them have to go a doctor that a week, prepare to be responsible. Them have to go a dentist that a week, prepare to be responsible. Them have one accident that week, prepare to be responsible. Schoolwork, everything that they are doing that week, you are responsible. Stop from a look for a easy way out to say, well, me pay too much. Me they pay too much and I need to give me back. No, you cannot pay too much for your child, your child. No, you're going to get into a nickel and dime war, warring with somebody over what? Over what? And your child. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Kenzie said, oh, you mean Kenzie? Yeah, you have to fight, but you have to know when to fight and what to fight for. And how to fight. You can't just get up and fight, breeze and a fight. I don't know what you're doing. We're not into that. Next thing, the children learn that it's okay to love both parents separately. The children learn that it is okay to love both parents separately. It's not like the love of one patient. The love of one parent is conditional to loving the other. When you are in the same household, it would seem that way. That, oh, these are my parents. Once I say I love mommy, I say I love daddy. Now, with the divorce, the children can love both parents independently. I love my daddy. When I'm with my daddy, I get to do this, that, the other, and the third. I love my daddy. When I'm with my mommy, I love my mommy. When I'm with my mommy, I get to do this, that, and the other, and the third. I love my mommy. The children don't have to be coerced. Some parents like to put the children against the other parent. Some parents delight in that. Why? Because the anger that they couldn't get out on the other parent during the separation, divorce, whatever it is, now they try to get that anger out through the children. Please don't use the children like that. Don't do that. Don't use the children like that. Leave the children out of it. But I know, don't ask me again, guys. I know that sometimes we really marry some unsavory characters. And then when we divorce them, they are still unsavory characters with a bald neck that feeds on carrion. Yes. But at the same time, they were with you. The same bald neck bird that feeds on carrion was once feeding in your bed. So we're going to call it what it is. Don't tell the children. Don't tell the children all the things that you don't need to tell the children about the other person. The children will see I know some my daughter get a earful, directly or indirectly, honestly speaking. Yeah. Because me tell you, I remember the day when I come home. It's the day after me go to the police station and find out that the man really tell the police them say me burn up the car. For me, I try frame him for me say, me know my daughter get a earful when I come home. Yes, me talk about it. You understand me? Me talk about it. So I no secret to her, she know. She know, and she knows exactly how I feel. She knows exactly how I feel. Do we talk about her other parent? No. But I'm nothing I talk about. When I talk to my child, I talk to my child about us, me and her. We're not talking about the other parent. She free to love her other parent, whoever she love her other parent. That not have nothing to do with me. Some parents act as though, especially mothers, like to act as though they are in a competition for love from the children. What kind of competition? You are not in a competition. So what if the child does not prefer your house? So what if the child does not prefer your style of parenting? So what if the child does not prefer your cooking? So what if the child does not prefer to be with you because you not go out and you know? My daughter knows that me not a going out person. Like I go get up and the only place me want to get a my car and drive go to Miami. That's the only going out I like to go out. Me not like for something happen up the road and me put on clothes and gone and me have to find somewhere to go and me dip on the street. I'm not that kind of person. So it's kind of hard for me just get up and be that kind of person where every pan knock me dead. And worst of all, I'm in a place that is like, I've been here 10 years and it's still foreign to me. Because the only place I go is to work, come home. I go to Lowe's. Me not go to the mall. I go to like Lowe's, go buy my dirt or whatever me need to go buy. I go to Walmart or stuff. I come home. Me not go nowhere. And I'm perfectly fine with that, right, Emanji? Or you reach home, sis, wonderful, wonderful. That is not me. Exactly, Laurie. That is not me. For you to go up on the street, sometimes I am off. I am off for 3 consecutive days. I'm a kind of move. I don't go anywhere. And me alone, when me go find place I go, where me I go? I find place I go all about where me no belong. Next thing you hear, somebody there wrong place at wrong time. No, somebody there wrong place at work. Maybe there wrong place in my bed. Yeah. Right, Emanji? How you doing, my love? Good to see you. Right. So if she's with her other parent and the other parent likes to go up and about and out and here, so and she like it and she says she like it, why be offended? I'm not offended. Not in the least. I'm not offended because I am who I am. It is what it is. So those things the children get to learn. The children get to learn more about their parent. This is my mom, and I know that when I'm with my mom, we're not gonna be going all over the place because she does not like going out. But when I'm with my dad, I'm excited because we wanna go on trips and we do there, we go here, and we go there, and we go fishing, and we go this. Yes, there's a difference. Because if your father wants to go fishing, he is a big man and can defend himself. When me go fishing and go, I can't even swim. All I do is drink water. So make your child enjoy what you have to offer. Like I have my machine, I bought her a machine a long time, and I make she sew nothing. But I have my machine, I bought her one beside mine. We do paintings together. We do crochet. Yeah, she not learn the crochet so good, but bit by bit. Yeah. Just run off the road. Oh, you were doing a live on the road. Okay. Okay. See, Albert, come esta, mi amor. Como esta? Hey, Albert, how you doing? Jordan is in the place as well. Jordan, how you doing? Good to see you, my love. Yeah. Yes, guys. So it is what you have to offer. Don't compare yourself with what the other parent have to offer the child. Offer the child what you are able to offer the child. I'm able to offer reading and the hallmarks of the intellect. She's able to play her piano. She's able to do some drawing, some painting, and so on. And I facilitate that. I give her her painting stuff, her artwork stuff, and that's what she does. That's what she know, that when she's with me, she gonna probably stay at the house the whole. And that is perfectly fine with her. She has come to accept it. That you're gonna be in her house, you're gonna paint, you're gonna draw, you're gonna sew, you're gonna read a book. We can cook together, she cook, and those kinds of things. But we not get up going up on a road. Cause we not chase the Betty. We're gonna say turn your yard. Turn your yard. You don't need to run up and down on the street. So when I go to work, she know me there work, and when I'm home, I'm home. But she always know if you find me. Because she would upstairs or something with the right ear, so she knows exactly where to find me. All right. So you have to give your child the parenting that you know best to give them. Don't be comparing yourself to the other parents. And don't be tormenting the children asking them about what happened at the other parent's house. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that don't concern you. It have nothing to do with you. If you want to know, go and go look. If you want to know, go and go look. Oh yes, Laurie, me love my own company. Brother, nothing nicer to me. You see, I sit on this house and I do. Only thing I hear the rain falling out there. So okay, I hear the rain falling. I stay right here in my house. Nobody coming in and I ain't going out to nobody's house. Enough story. Okay? So that's another way that we can help. That's another way that the children benefit. They get to love both parents separately. Trev, I go around think, what? Trev, I go around think that think that you are. Next thing, the children get new and varied experiences. Yes, the children get new experiences when they co-parent. When you co-parent, the things that they experience at home with their mom may not be the same thing they experience with their dad. So if mom likes, like I was just saying, like I like sewing and cooking and reading and stuff like that. So when my child is with me, they experience those things. What if when you were married, you never got a chance to go fishing, go skiing, go hunting, go hiking? You never get a chance, but it seemed like everybody was so busy. But look how when you are divorced, the next party is going to be excited about taking the children hiking, giving them new experiences, taking them scuba diving, taking them skiing. Yes, they get varied and interesting experiences. So that's why I tell you, it is not wrong. It is not a hard thing for people to co-parent. It is us who make it a hard thing. It is us who create the problem. It is us who make it seem to the children as though they are in a bad place. And look what your father did. And if it wasn't your father, we would be happily living together. The children are happier with you all living apart. Are you convincing yourself that you are better living together? Nonsense. Yeah, foolishness. Christine, what's up? How are you doing? Good to see you, Christine. Yeah, yes, Laurie. Both parents get to be actively involved in the child's upbringing. What could be better for your children than to have both parents involved in their upbringing? Stop preoccupying yourself with the things that do not matter and start paying attention to the things that matter when you have to co-parent. And the first priority of co-parenting is your children. Once your children are happy, everybody should be happy. Stop worrying yourself about what the other parent is doing and who they are seeing and why they are seeing that person. You got to compare yourself because that person is not even pretty. Look on her, she have a skull dog. Really? Like, seriously? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Get a don't care attitude when it comes to whoever your ex is dating, because whoever your ex is dating is none of your business. And whoever your child or children are going to be around when they are with your ex is none of your business. Unless, of course, if there is illegal activities going on, then I can understand your concern. But if there's no illegal activities going on, I don't see the reason why you want to be micromanaging where your child is and who your child is around. No, it's not your business. And as long as I always tell my daughter, as long as you come back with your 2 eyes, we are fine. We are fine. Pitney come back with one little bruise because then go past slide. And you start turning the place upside down. Because look how I'm cut up my Pitney. Look what children go on slides all the time. They get hurt. The child could have gotten hurt with you. It doesn't matter. It's not like it's almost like you have developed this fantasy of how things are supposed to be when the child is not with you. But some mothers prevent the child from seeing the father, not realizing they're actually exactly, Laurie. Those mothers need a good ass whooping. And they create all kinds of situations, create all kinds of stories, make up all kinds of stories, run to the courthouse today, run to the courthouse tomorrow, run to the courthouse for everything. Make up story and I tell lie, because you see, a lot of them want the court to side with them, to say the father is a bad parent. So they want to present themselves as being better, the better parent, because they are hoping that the courts will give them full custody and then make the father pay them child support. Some are wicked enough. Some are wicked enough. And the men are doing it too. Nobody I think gonna get to it. Men are doing it too. They are going out of their way to find out who you're there with. And when they find out who you're there with, them I look up who you're there with. And then I run go back a courthouse because the person who you're there with is him did spend 4 years of prison and him did this and him did that. And men are doing it too, so that they can discredit your new partner and get the court to agree that you are not capable of making sound judgment. You make poor judgment because look on the man where you go pick up for their own people and Pitney. Because they want full custody so that you can pay them child support. It's women used to all trail you, Laurie. Exactly. Trail you on everything. So David, is that you, my brother? How you doing? Trail you on everything because they got to know. They got to have the information about who you are dating. Some parents use the children to keep tabs on the parent and don't care if it's causing stress. Exactly. I mean, crazy. Crazy. Don't use the children as no mailman and no mail carrier and no news bug. Don't use the children as no news bug. Say, ask them their other parent business. Who them see at the house? Where she name? Eh? What she look like? Who? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you're not helping the children when you do something like that. You are hurting the children when you do some nonsense like that. You are rubbing off all of your toxicity on those poor children. Let the children be. Let the children grow. Let the children prosper. The time you do that, right? Help the children read a book. Help the children learn something new. Help the children to thrive. Make them start drawing upon something. Make them start sewing something. Make the children do something positive, something productive. Fly girl Georgia, how are you doing, my sister? So good to see you. I can see the Trevor man I've seen. Me know some man have seed, but what I say now can see some man have seed. Them better have seed. Them need to have you. Some of them not use it. Some of them not use it for the right purpose. You understand? Yeah. Yes, fly girl. Sometimes we preoccupy ourselves with the wrong things when it comes to co-parenting. And that is why we end up saying, oh, co-parenting don't work. I don't want my pitney. I go from house to house like Chase Betty. I'm going to tell you all one thing. There was just one thing. When I first started to have my daughter go from house to house, there was one thing that I was adamant about. And I said, my child, she will go from house to house, but she will never go from house to house with a bag. And they were like, why, Miss Sam? What? I said, no, ma'am. She will go from house to house, but never with a bag. My child is not going to have a bag packed with 2 panty and 2 shirt and no. I said, when she leave here, she leave here with her 2 long hands. Only thing she have is her phone. When she's over there, yeah, him buy clothes, put on her, and whatever else she needs while she's there. But you never walk with clothes from yard to yard, with bag of clothes. I go from yard to yard. What? I said no to that. I said no to that, period. I said no. She go with her 2 long hands. He might go feed her, he might go clothe her, all of that. But she now walk with no bag. It's because they are jealous. They are exactly. They are jealous, they are insecure, they are still hurting, they haven't learned to let go, give up, leave it alone, work towards yourself and how to improve yourself and your children and stop worry about the man and who the man they with. That are not your business. Yes, can see. I don't stress out myself. I'm not asking my child no question. I'm not asking her anything. I do not care. The most we ask her is if she did have one recital or something like that, and we ask her like, how was the recital or who go with you, who did carry you or stuff. But me not ask her who did it, who had no, me not time for this. Not foolishness. Foolishness. Me not start bringing them a question. And that's why my child not even she wouldn't come to offer, but I wouldn't know if she would have come to offer because for children to come and just offer information like that, you would have had to be prodding them. And so they feel a sense of obligation, a sense of responsibility. After you prod them a couple times, them just come and just give you the information without you asking. I've never prodded my child or ask her what my other parents owe. So she not come and offer no information because she knows that me not care. Me not go ask. And why should I? And why should she? Don't put my child in a difficult position there. No. Don't put your children in those difficult positions and make it seem like them turn watchman. Putting them turn watchman. Them a watch and them a look and them a come. And then the next thing, you know, the next parent might have figure say the pitney them carry out them business out of their yard. Then that turn in a one a big problem again. Then next thing you know, them start eat by your pitney. No. I want my child's life to be comfortable. I don't want my child to be stressed out. My father didn't want to be with my mother. So he never let him have anything to do with him. I never spoke to him until I was 35. That made her and I have a bad relationship. Oh my. Lori said, I don't see why though. Me don't see why either. Why them need to know all of them information. They need all that information to do what? I don't know why they think they need all that information. When my daughter used to go by her dad, I only asked her if she have fun. Exactly. Ask the child, did you have fun? Did you have fun? How was it? You know? But don't preoccupy your time and ask the children stuff that's not important for the child. Because the child, we put in a business. But when the child is going to feel an obligation to suit you, mommy, the child is going to feel an obligation. The child doesn't want mommy to be upset. The child doesn't want mommy to be sad. So since this is the information mommy wants, I am going to feed mommy with this information. And I'm going to make the people become obnoxious and make them tell lie. Because when they don't have nothing to come tell you, and they know that you are looking forward to a verbal report about where they have been and who they have been with, and who them papa have over it, and I wish that the girl have over it, and all them. The child feel a sense of obligation to come report these things to you because these are the things you are asking, and that is not healthy for the child. But in a love thing can see that is no love. That is ridiculous. That is no love. You know, say a true no, Lori. The mother just want to feed her own ego and using the poor child as the spoon to feed her own ego and getting other people in busy. And the man they no more if you want to deal with donkey that not your business. That not have nothing to do with you. Exactly, fly girl. Turn the poor pitney into a liar. Because the pitney just feel like if I don't tell mommy something, if I don't find something to tell mommy, you know, pitney smart. Me know say every Friday me go home to my mother. She gonna ask me when me was who did over there. What do you hear them say about me? It's so the poor pitney. So the poor child feels like they have this obligation to report to their mommy every time they come. And when there's nothing to report, the puppet them start tell lie. I know some people good at making up stories. Me know where they come from, so can make up story. Some parents don't even like when the kids and a parent partner have a good relationship. Even that some people make bad at them. Even that some people make bad at them. And me I tell you the truth, the only thing that bother me is if me hear Raven call somebody else, mommy. Me they go ask that question. Are you I want my have man? I'm me one. No nobody else not here. No you don't get that. But suppose push come to shove and she call somebody else, mommy. In the best interest of her, I have to just say what me I say one time and then just leave it alone. Because I can't get up every day and I fuss and I fight over the same foolish. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But I pray that that not happen. But pray that that not happen. Because I wouldn't want to have that uncomfortable conversation with my child. We say nobody, no. I want mommy. Don't play with me like that. Because you know that sometimes, I mean, I don't have anything against, step parent or something, but sometimes people use these things to irritate you. You understand? Tell your pitney if you call them mommy. Because them know say it going to irritate you. The woman them, I tell them pitney if you call their new man daddy. You know, expect the man to get mad. What I mean by your new man? My pitney if you call your new man daddy. No, go so. And those are ego crucifiers. And people know that they can use that to hurt you immensely. Because imagine as a man, you're working and taking care of your children, and you're separated from their mother. And now their mother find a new man where she get find from woy. And all of a sudden, she make your pitney them call this man daddy. No, sir. Some man will lose their marbles for that man. Sometimes that woman treats the kids so good, she just called the person. That is true. Sometimes they treat the kids so well, they end up calling the person mommy. Sometimes the other parents encourage them to do it too. And sometimes that new spouse encourage them to call her mommy because she knows that it will irritate the ex. Yes, she knows it will irritate their mother. If their mother hear them a call her mommy. And she wants to solidify her position in the man's life. To say, him not gonna left me because he didn't pick me them a call me mommy. Yeah, that happens too sometimes. So right there, so let me cross the line. But even if Raven called somebody else mommy, I would never know. I would never know because she's not gonna come to me, come say it, me not gonna ask, and I'm sure she's not gonna talk about that quote unquote mommy in my presence. So right there, so that squash. And the next, now finally, that in a movie, Trev, wow. What you say in a one movie? Huh? Talk to me, Kenzie. Where you say in a one movie? And finally, guys, finally, one of the greatest benefits that children get from co-parenting is character building. It lays the foundation for those children to build a stalwart character. Imagine they are learning. Oh, really? You never know. Must have been watch movie. Imagine they are learning how to share their time with both parents. They are learning valuable lessons in conflict resolution. Yes, children will reflect and say, what happened when my mommy and my daddy could not agree? They separated, and my mommy went to live in one house and my daddy lived in one house. We went back and we went forth, and everything was okay. I've been with someone and my daughter called him daddy. And when I asked her why she called him daddy, she said, because she want to. Well, that is one thing. If my dad, I know it does happen, and sometimes it happens on good note, and sometimes not. But to each their own. But if my daughter end up calling somebody else, mommy, me and I have a problem. We have a problem. I said, and also this thing work. But to each his own. I'm just saying what my position would be with that. But also, Chris says, a friend of mine, the kids went back and told their mom that their grandmother, aunt, and father were talking bad about her. Now she's taking the father to court for full custody, co-parenting. You see, as she encouraged them to do that. You know, so them are going to talk about you already. What them are going to possibly say about you now where they not where we never hear them say before, them say before. Why do you care now what them say about you? I mean, I agree with them I say bad about you in front of the kid, but who cares? The kid them are going to hear, and nowadays in the age of internet, not no secret. Because me can say right here, so I say, me not saying this and me not saying that, but me I say it on big broad internet. Them are the pitnia. Them can find, go up on the internet and find whatever they want to find. So you think they won't see you saying whatever you're saying? Child, please. Child, please. You know they're going to talk about you. Father, sister, brother, mother, auntie, cousin, niece, nephew, all of them are going to talk about you. And whether true or a lie, I don't care. Pass me. I don't care. Whatever it is that they are going to talk. I don't care. Because you know them not going to say nothing good about you. What you expect them to do? Say good about you, and them just left you and them just separate as family and them no family no more. You hate them, them hate you. What you think good they're gonna say about you? You know, man, say nobody now come here to come look for hear me say nothing good about that. Me not have nothing good to say. So if me not have nothing good to either me say what me have to say, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. And that story. Yes, she had to be questioning the kids, but when you question the kid and you put them in that position, it is not nice. When you put the kid in that position because you keep questioning them, the kids are going to feel an obligation to always have something to tell you. And when they cannot find something to tell you naturally because it didn't happen, the kids will make up a story. And if pressed hard enough, you will realize that it's a story because kids' stories are usually so fragile. If you just prick at that story hard enough, you will hear the story will break wide open. But the people that don't like you, they don't like you. You know they don't like you. What good do you expect them to be saying about you? Now go waste money, go back a courthouse. He treated her better than her dad at that time, but I didn't know that she would be calling. That's true. A lot of times you don't know because, and like you tell the people, them, you know, say call them daddy, you know. You understand? And like you tell them, say if you call the person daddy. But oftentimes, in a kid's mind, the two people in their household is mommy and daddy. And so when their biological father is not there anymore, they might be prompted. They might be prompted just by themselves to say daddy because to them it would represent continuity. And children love continuity. So they might say daddy, they might say mommy, and not even stop to think about it. Because there's supposed to be a daddy and a mommy in the house. So whoever fits the space of daddy gonna get called the name. And whoever fits the space of mommy gonna get called the name. And that's just it. It's not, yes, Christine, it's not fair to the kids. It's not fair to the kids to put the kids in the middle. A question, the pick them and ask them all kind of question about their other parents or their other parent. The other parent and them family should not get around and talk ugly about you in front of the children. That is for sure. But you shouldn't be putting your kids in the position to come carry news and come to you. No! No! Shouldn't be putting your kids in that position. And if your kids start to tell you, say, you know, so me hear my granny said this about you and me, this, listen to me now. Anything where you hear your granny say about me are true. Me not arguing with your granny. Me no want to hear what your granny say about me. Do not tell me. You have to set those boundaries with the children so that the people, you know, over there eavesdrop and I ears, maybe why I'm not ear or hearing something and think he heard something else. And come give you one piece of news. And the news is not right. Because the information entailed in the news is not right. Now we have to spend money to fly all the way to Florida to go to court. Money that he could be spending on the kids. Exactly. People never notice that when they put the other party, the other parent in hardship. When you go out of your way, you put the other parent in hardship. The money that parent is spending to take themselves out of that hardship, they could have spent it on the children. The people on one side, you know, them short-sighted, them cannot see further than their nose. Them can't see further than their nose. Because if God forbid them should have stick further than their nose, them not gonna like what they see. Them just look right here, so. No expansion, no beyond the blue, just right here, so. No good. Next thing, the children get to learn to appreciate change. The children start to see change as being beneficial to them rather than destructive. They learn to appreciate the position they are in right now, realize that it's not their fault, but they must make the best of it. And once they get the love and the support from both their parents, these children should thrive. It is my hope that all children who have experienced separation or divorce of their biological parents become empowered by it rather than destroyed by it. Parents out there, help your children to accept their circumstance as something beneficial, something good, something great, something marvelous, something that is much better than having them inside of the house, listening to their parents cursing and quarreling and fighting and creating sort of toxic environment for them that mentally they cannot escape it even long into adulthood. There are lots of adults out there today who are extremely scarred by what? Their childhood experiences in their home, where their parents unintentionally scarred them, all because mommy and daddy couldn't agree, but they wouldn't agree to separate. Georgia said, it's wrong to get the kids involved. That's how some of them behave, like they're big people. And they think, why she behaving like that when they are what? Exactly. They might wonder why the child is behaving like that. You know, I've been putting them in a big people conversation too much. You all have the children right there. How you gonna have the child right there when you're cussing out her mother? When you're talking ugly about her mother? No, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Finally, let me see what Christine says. Christine says, I agree with you, Georgia. Exactly. There is much to be agreed with right there with Georgia saying it is wrong because it is. And the people who do it don't see anything wrong with it because they think, oh, wherever my child go, me need to know when go, me need to know who in with, me need to know. You don't need to know anything. All you need to know is that your child is with his other parent and he's fine. If the police not call you, the ambulance not call you, nobody else not call you and say something is wrong with your child is perfectly fine. Your child is getting new experiences, your child is meeting new people, your child is getting to know his other parent, your child is getting lots of new experiences, your child is developing well, eating well, growing, maturing, and your child is just fine. Stop giving yourself all these worries and causing other people around you to worry because you cannot let go. You cannot let go of the fact that you all are not together anymore and life goes on. All right, guys. That's gonna be all the talking for me tonight. That's gonna be it from me for tonight. I want to say thanks to everybody who came into the live. I can't remember everybody's name, but AG was here, Servant David was there, Christine Flygirl, Georgia was here as well, Sister Winsome, Modest, Jappy, Jordan, Shawnee Bonnie was here as well. So many other people. My dear sister Lori was there, Kenzie was here. Who else? Jojo was here. So many people were here tonight. Albert was here as well, and several other people. Guys, if you didn't hit the like button on your way in, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Some parents are selfish. They only consider their own feelings. Oh yes. Oh yes. And they are more selfish parents than not. Some of them just very selfish. You cannot No matter how you try to convince them that what they are doing is not right, you cannot convince them. Them insist that what them doing is right because them are doing because of them pitney and nobody can tell them nothing and something. And them damaging the children. But I hope that if it's even one person will learn and understand that what I am saying here is not because I have anything bad against mothers or fathers who have to co-parent, who can live. No, it's not because I have anything bad to say about them. I'm just saying to y'all, you all need to find the best working solution for the situation so that your children can be the beneficiary of a healthy growing environment. All right. That's going to be it from me for tonight, my friends. Until next time, this is Trev from Treversence, where your journey matters. Trev, great topic as usual. Thank you so much, Sister Christine. You have yourself a great night, my darling. Have yourself a good night. Mwah! To you all, Jojo, to all my lovely people. See you in the morning, Joe. See you sometime. I'm not making any promises, but see you all again next time, my friends. Until next time, this is Trev from Traverses, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great night, everybody. Good night, Fly Girl. See you all next time. Good night. Mwah. Everybody, good night, my people.